Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim, yat kripatamaham bande, Sri Gurum Dinatarinam, Paramananda Madhavam, Sri Chaitanya Iswaram. I'm very, very happy and honored. It's the future of this country. It depends upon the youth of India. Then everything will fall in its place. If we are in illusion about certain things, advancement cannot be made. I don't know if you have ever taken liquor in your life, but imagine you're completely drunk and you're trying to decide what you want to do in your life. At that stage, it's not very intelligent. In order to understand the reality of this world, one needs to be a bit sober, a bit peaceful. And in that stage of peacefulness, soberness, with intelligence, you can decide something, you can discuss something. All of you are very, very sober, very peaceful, want to understand the reality of this world. That's why you are here. Otherwise, what are the youth of Dhanbad who are really into making their career in such great way, doing in a temple, in a Saturday evening. So the fact that all of you are here, there's so much hope about yourself and about our surroundings. Unless and until we understand the true nature of ourselves, true nature of this world, then we will be making certain endeavors, and at the end of that endeavor, if it is not understood properly, end is only frustration and nothing else. If you begin the calculation of, if you're calculating something and the calculation is completely wrong, then naturally the desired result will not be achieved. If you want to be a doctor and you're taking the wrong subject, you want to be an engineer and you're taking the wrong subject, you want to be a doctor and whole day and night you're just sitting and practicing different ragas in the harmonium, how are you going to be a doctor? You want to be a doctor and you get admitted to Rabindra Bharati in Calcutta, the music school. Or, our famous Pandit Raja Chakravarti school, Shruti Nandan. He has thousands of students. Why you are here in Shruti Nandan? Because I want to be a doctor. You don't go to a Bata or Crocs shoe shop looking for rasgullas. You have to understand what do you get in a suit shop, what do you get in a shoe shop. These are called basic understanding. So the true nature of this world has to be understood. If we don't understand the true nature of this world, then you'll be going to a shoe shop asking, you have Sanpapdi here? And that person will be thinking, are you crazy? Are you drunk or what? It's very important that we want to build a career based on what? What is the purpose? See, you can have wealth. You can have influence. You can have a position. You can have a fancy watch. You can have a fancy mobile. But you may not be happy. But if you are happy, then you have everything. You can have all the material possessions and you may not be happy. And you are happy. Externally you may not have all those material possessions, but you are happy. You know, this rich influential people, they go to some villages and they see simple people, how happy they are. See, all the common people, they want to be celebrities. And all the celebrities, they want to have a common life. See that? The other day I was reading an interview of a big movie star in Bengal. What is your regret? My regret is, like a common man, I cannot go to the street and eat pani puri. He was missing that life. He wasn't happy. He was not happy. He felt that he had no private life. He can enjoy life with his so much reputation, so much possession, manpower, money power, everything. But a simple thing cannot get it. You ask a common man, what does he want? He wants to be the superstar. And the superstar is suffering because he wants to be the common man. And the common man is suffering because he wants to be the superstar. I'm sure many of you have this idea of going to heaven. Say Hare Krishna loudly.
Hare Krishna.
A little louder.
Hare Krishna.
I'm sure many of you have this amazing idea, this very good idea of going to heaven. Why? Why do you have this conception of going to heaven? Because you feel once you go to heaven, all your suffering is finished. And you just enjoy doing somaras and this and that, so many, you have heard so many flowery words from the Vedas. You have this concept of going to heaven. But once you really read the description of what happens in heaven, you do not want to go to heaven. Read Srimad Bhagavatam. What happens to heaven? What happens to the inhabitants of heaven? When the demons attack the heavenly planets, Lord Indra and the other demigods, they're hiding for their life. Their position is taken, their places of residence is taken. They have all fled here and there, hiding for a long time. At least you're not hiding. You can eat very peacefully litti choka and everything is okay. Now, when you read the description of heavenly planets, you don't want to go. Why does people want to go then? Because the basic knowledge, basic understanding is not there. So the basic understanding of this world has to be understood in a right way. Then you decide. Then you decide what you want, what you should want, and how to get that. Have you ever thought about that? What do I really want and why do I want it? One thing is I want so many things. That's okay, but why do you want so many things? What is the purpose? That is very, very important. Really what I want to be happy. What do I really want? I want security. What do I really want? I want love. What do I really want? I want peace of mind. This is really what all of us want. We want to be happy. We want to feel protected. We want to feel loved. We want to feel cared for. We want to be peaceful. But because of lack of knowledge about ourselves and about this place, we make the wrong calculation. And everything is messed up. And therefore you will see, with the purpose of this, you have started your education. Why are you working so hard? You know how much tension your parents are going through right now? Spending so much of their resources and making sure that you feel loved, you feel cared for, you feel happy, you feel protected. But after going through this whole process of education, you're in the middle of it, and some of you maybe have completed, and some of you may be teaching. I don't know what all of you are, sorry, excuse me for that. But can you say that yes, I have come halfway through and I feel half happy, that I feel half protected? Yes, I'm getting there. Can you say that? If that is true, then why the younger generation takes shelter of intoxication? What is the purpose? One of the main reasons why the young generation takes to intoxication is to mitigate, is to forget temporarily whatever they're going through. They just don't want to deal with the reality. You give your heart to someone, and he or she completely destroyed it. You want to forget that for some time. Someone ditched you. Someone betrayed you. Your friend betrayed you. Your loved ones betrayed you. You didn't do good in exam. So on and so forth. You feel discouraged, frustrated. To forget that for some time, certain amount of intoxication is taken. Why? Because we're looking for the wrong thing in a wrong place. I'll give you one example, a true story that His Holiness Indradhamna Swami Maharaj was explaining the other day, and I was translating that class, so it's very, very clear in my mind what he was saying. He was saying that in times of New York Times, an amazing story came out, a true story was published some time back. He was saying that how a father brought his daughter, 7-year-old daughter, came to New York City. He wasn't very rich, just an average person. And he was walking through the New York City, and there's a street called the Fifth Avenue. You understand my English? Yes? No? You don't understand my English? You want this to be translated? Who understands my English? Raise your hand. Okay. Yeah, no. Who doesn't understand? It's okay. This can be translated. It's not a big deal. Okay, there are 3, 4 people, 5 people. What do you think?
You can go behind.
So you say, no? But you have to arrange that.
So जिन भक्तों को इंग्लिश समझने में परेशानी हो रही है, आप लोग पीछे चले जाइए। तो रवि तो आप लोगों को ट्रांसलेट करेंगे वहाँ। रविशंकर को ट्रांसलेट करेंगे। तो जस्ट पीछे चले जाइए वहाँ शिला प्रभुपाद के पास। वहाँ वो आपको ट्रांसलेट करेंगे। कथा बहुत अच्छी है। आप अच्छे से समझेंगे, आपको फायदा होगा। हिंदी और इंग्लिश का बड़ा प्रॉब्लम ये समझना ज्यादा जरूरी है।
हाँ, it's not a big deal. English is just a language.
किसी को भी इंग्लिश में परेशानी हो रही है, पीछे चले जाएंगे तो रवि को वहाँ आप लोगों को ट्रांसलेट कर देंगे।
So, Indradhanumar, you want me to speak a little bit Indian accent? But it gets very difficult for me. I'm not used to.
Very able to understand.
Huh?
Very able to understand.
Okay, speak normal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very well.
So, Indradhanu Maharaj, he was explaining this story that came out in the newspaper. It's a true story, that a father brought his 7-year-old daughter to the street of New York. You know, middle class people, not so rich. 7-year-old daughter. He was holding her hand and they're walking through the streets. And there is one particular street, the name of the street is 5th Avenue. And that street is full of all branded shops, and thousands of people are walking on the street, shopping. It's like a happening place. You have a place like that in Dhanbad? Like in Calcutta, you have this, Bar Bazaar or Park Street, like that. Bar Bazaar is like more crowded, like something like Park Street, but more happening, You have in here? Dhirapur? Hirapur. You get Hira there? जैसे आपका इधर है ना हीरापुर है वैसा ही उधर लेकिन little bit more sophisticated, more high class. And in English there is a word called window shopping. Window shopping means you don't buy so much, you just watch. You don't have to spend any money to see. So all those things are in the windows, hanging, and you just walk and you just like that. So that's what they were doing. And the daughter was very, very happy. Not because the father was buying something for her, but just that she was holding the hand of the father, feel very loved, very protected, and it's like a family time. So she was very, very happy. But the father also, very happy with the daughter, like this walking. And then because of the crowd, thousands of people are walking. And the father and the daughter both were window shopping. Now because of the crowd, pushing and all that, just inattentiveness, just for a few seconds, the hand of the father and the daughter holding together just slipped. And with the crowd, the daughter got lost. It took the father a couple of seconds, 30, 40 seconds, to realize the daughter is not there. And he looked, there was no daughter. He went mad, calling out the name of his daughter. But because of the crowd, because of the noise and everything, the daughter couldn't hear. In the meantime, the daughter, she was completely mad, not finding her father. So she started to call out for her father. But it just got lost in the crowd. The cry just got lost. And both of them looked for each other for quite some time. Then the father thought, कोई परेशानी है उधर? Okay. Then the father thought, better I call the police. So the police was called. Immediately the police came. And police, they searched for some time with the father, couldn't find. Then after some time, the police said, you go this side, we'll go this side. Give a picture of the daughter to the police, and both were looking for quite some time. Then finally, at a distance, the police saw the daughter standing and just profusely crying, calling out the name of her father. The police came and said, don't worry, we'll look for your father, we'll help you out, it's okay. But she was just crying and crying and crying. Then the policeman thought, how to make her a little peaceful? Maybe we'll get some ice cream. And maybe she can just cool down a little bit. So the policeman got some ice cream, gave it to her, and said, please take this ice cream, give some time, and we'll look for it. And she said, I do not want ice cream. I want my father. मुझे आइसक्रीम नहीं चाहिए. ये आइसक्रीम लेकर मैं क्या करूंगा, क्या करूंगी, राइट? क्या, सॉरी माय हिंदी, हाँ, क्या करूंगी? मुझे मेरा पापा चाहिए. I want my father. The policeman thought, if she gets the ice cream, she'll be peaceful. The daughter is thinking, ice cream will not make me happy. What will make me happy is my father. Rejected. Crying. The girl is crying. Then after some, they were looking for the father. Then after some time, the policeman thought, let me buy her a very beautiful red dress. Maybe seeing that, she'll get distracted. And she'll calm down a bit. So a beautiful red dress was brought, give it to her. She rejected it. I don't want this. I want my father. And they looked. So many things were given to the daughter. She rejected everything. She said, I just want my father. That's all. Then after looking for some time, finally, the daughter saw the father at a distance. Oh, she ran, just jumped the lap of her father, hugged her, cried, and said, I missed you. I just needed you. Now I have achieved everything that I wanted to achieve. That's all. To you, it may be a materialistic or a material example, but has a very close connection with us, to our heart. All of us are actually looking for Krishna. Like I said, we are all looking for happiness, protection, safety. We want love, we want care, we want to be happy. Where to get that from? Which place do I go where I can achieve all that? That can be only achieved once we reconnect ourselves with Krishna. Keeping Krishna aside, you can have anything you want. You may also achieve so many things in this world, but it will not make you happy. Who's the example, Who's the example that material things cannot make one happy? It's each of us. Each of us, we have something. There is not a single living entity in this world who can say that I don't have anything. You have something, but it has not made you happy. But when we reconnect ourselves with Krishna, then the true joy can be experienced. And that is the reason why Prabhupada spread Krishna consciousness all over the world, and he was very successful. People could relate to that. It's like the fish outside the water. When the fish is outside the water, no matter what you give, fish is not going to be happy. Put the fish back in the water, in its natural place. They're happy. And therefore, younger generation, understanding the spirituality, understanding the teachings of Bhagavad Gita is so important. And the process of self-realization, it's a very complex process. Think about, Satya, Treta, Dwapar. What were those processes? Meditation, austerity, fire sacrifice, so many rituals. If one of you are asked to stand in one lake for 3 hours, if Naam Prabhu announced that the process of Krishna consciousness is coming to Dhanbad center and standing in one lake for 3 hours, I don't think any one of you will come. Nobody will come. But that was the process in other yugas. You know the story of Hiranyakashipu. What type of austerity he did? What was the result of Hiranyakashipu's austerity? Death. What was the result of Ravana's power? Death. Now you might be also thinking, yeah, Ravana died, Hiranyakashipu died, Ambarish Maharaj also died. You can say that, right? Devotees also leave their bodies. Prabhupada gives a very good example about that. He says, the cat and the kitten. So when the cat is carrying the baby, her baby or his baby, in the mouth, the baby feels very, very protected, very loved. Oh, my mother is carrying me. She cares so much about me. She feels that love. Sorry, the baby feels that love. The cat with the same mouth, when it catches a rat, you think the rat feels, oh, so nice, so happy. No. It's the destruction. Similarly, when a devotee leaves his or her body, mrityu sarvaharas chaham, he sees the form of Krishna, the avatar of death, and he knows. Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tejatyante kalevaram. Yanti devaruta devan prityanyanti prittiprata. Bhutani yanti bhuteja yanti madhya yunobhima. Whatever you think at the time of death, you achieve that. So as a devotee, you think of Krishna. He knows Krishna is there. He's going back to Krishna. But someone who's a non-devotee, naturally, he'll be not going back to Krishna. There is a difference. Understanding our nature, Krishna has come in the form of the holy name. And the process of deliverance at the age of Kali is chanting the name of Krishna. It is simple, it is sublime, it is something that each of us can do, no matter what our occupation is. Just like the Vedas, not everyone is qualified to study the Vedas. But Krishna's holy name, the most powerful process, is so powerful that anyone who takes up the process of chanting, it can purify. The fire of Krishna consciousness is so powerful that any amount of impurities that we have in the heart can be burnt to ashes. And therefore, Prabhupada started this Hare Krishna movement, where each and everyone can get the same benefit regardless of what your position is, what your background is, what your qualification is. Krishna, in the form of the holy name, gives the same opportunity to everyone. And therefore, we must take full advantage of that. So along with your studies, along with your occupation, please take to the process of chanting. Then you'll be able to understand the true nature about yourself, the true nature about this world, and the true nature of Krishna, and you can act accordingly. Otherwise, our love is misused, is misplaced. The nature of the soul is to love and to be loved. But in this world, we are putting that energy into the wrong place, and therefore so much frustration. And just like we give that example of the small girl, she didn't want the ice cream. She wanted her father. This world is very, very complex. Please don't think that the true happiness, the true feeling of protection, of shelter, is there in this world. So long we stay away from spirituality, there's happiness, love, care, protection will be at a distant place. It's a distant place. This body is temporary, very fragile. The soul can leave at any moment. Soul can leave this body at any moment. There is no guarantee, there is no security. You know, when you buy a product, there is an expiry date. There is a manufacturing date, there is an expiry date. This body has both. Has a manufacturing date and Hare has an expiring date. What are you expecting? when you buy something, when you get something that has a manufacturing date and an expiry date, what are you expecting from that product? Eternity. And as we know, we have this body. As it gets old, everything falls apart. You know, the teeth that you have now, or the teeth that we have now, after some time these teeth will not be there, you'll have to put false teeth. You know, this fake hair, what do you call those things? Has become very popular nowadays, you know that. It's a big business. Tirupati, they're making good money. Why? Because this body has a manufacturing date and an expiry date. And you are putting your whole life, whole energy into this thing that has a manufacturing date and expiry date. Why not think about the soul? Why not utilize this time that we have to reconnect ourselves with the Supreme Lord, our Supreme Father? Therefore, ISKCON Dhanbad has given us this great opportunity that along with your studies, along with your work, please be connected. Connected with spirituality. Connect yourself with Krishna. And then you'll see how everything is revealed. And the best way to connect with Krishna is taking shelter of His holy name. He is so kind. The holy name is so kind that He is willing to be accepted in any situation. He does not make any distinction. Even when you take a shower, you can chant. I'm not saying now you go back to your hostel and do a whole kirtan in the bathroom. But I'm just saying that holy name can be chanted in any situation. Other processes cannot be done in any situation. When you put you say gamcha here, gamcha, towel. You say gamcha? Towel. So when you put a towel, can you put a towel onto arti? Can you put a towel onto arti? No, you can't. But can you chant Hare Krishna while putting the towel? Yes. How merciful the Lord is. He is willing to accept your worship even when you're putting a towel. It's okay. Because at the age of Kali, Krishna comes in the most magnanimous form of the holy name. So please be connected with Srila Prabhupada, be connected to ISKCON, and please try to focus on the reality of this world and try to focus on real stuff. They're saying real stuff. Not some temporary, some bogus thing that shows you that, it gives you something very solid, but has no substance inside. No substance. And looking at your age, I'm sure you have realized many things. That for many years I thought this was it, this was solid, this has substance. But then, now you realize it's not. So Krishna is hinting so many things at you. Wake up. Therefore, one of our acharyas sings, Jeev Jago, Jeev Jago. Wake up, sleeping soul. Wake up. If the younger generation don't wake up, who will? You don't come forward, you don't take up Krishna consciousness, you don't take up spirituality, who will? You don't come up to save the environment, then who will?